Once a contact record has been set up, we can start to add details to that record by creating and maintaining notes, history, even documents. In this video, we'll see how to add notes and history to a contact, how to add documents, and we'll take a quick look at the Web Info tab. Let's say that I ran into a contact of mine recently, Paul Henderson. I'd like to add a note to his contact record just stating that we had the conversation and what it was about. And I want to add an item to his history tab to reflect the document that I sent him, but I sent it to him and to James Gutierrez. So let's see how we can do this. First, I'm going to access my contact list by clicking Contacts on my navigation pane on the left. Click List View so I can find Paul Henderson. Once I find him, I double-click on his record, and that opens up the detail view for me. So now that I'm on the Notes tab at the bottom, I'm going to select this Insert New Note icon. And so now I can add the information that I need. And once my information is entered there, for instance, just making a note that I ran into him at a breakfast and he's interested. So I can change any of the other information that I want, but in this case I click OK. And now my note is part of Paul's record. Now let's say I need to add that history note or that history record showing that I sent the document. Click on the History tab and the New History icon. And now I can enter in the history that I want. Now I'm going to change the type because it wasn't an appointment, but actually I'm going to set it to Other, and the result was that I sent an email. Now I didn't just send it to Paul, but I also sent it to another contact of mine. So if I click the Contact button, now I can go through and look for my other contact and add him at the same time. And now I'm actually going to attach the document that I sent. So I click Attach, go to my Documents, and I sent a catalog document so that he could look at the supplies that I have available. I select that and click OK, and there it is in my history. Let me add a few details here. And once that's finished, click OK. Now we see that we've added the history record with the attachment. It goes to both Paul, and if we went to go look at James' record, we'd see the same thing. Now, not only can we add documents to our notes and history, but if we want to create a collection of important documents for a contact, we can add them to the Documents tab of their record. This way we can have them all in one place that's a little bit easier to find, and we can even preview it if it's a PDF, or if we have Microsoft Office installed, and if it's an Office document, we can preview that as well. We never have to change, or we can stay right there and act. So let's say that I've finalized a proposal for one of my customers, Betty James, and I want to add this proposal to her record. So let's go look for Betty. I'll use my lookup. Here we have Betty James. I'm going to click on her Documents tab here. I see that I don't have any selected just yet. So click Add Document. We're going to click File. We have a specific file that we want to add. We navigate to that, highlight it, click Open, and there's our document right there on our Documents tab. So we could continue to build this list of documents. If she signs the proposal, we could scan that and add the signed proposal in. If it becomes a quote, then we could add that. If it becomes a purchase order, we could add that. And here we can start to build our list of important documents for each of our contacts. Now the Web Info tab is really just an internal browser that lets you display different web pages specific to the contact or the company that we're looking at. So let's say that I'm about to travel to Los Angeles and I'm going to visit one of my companies that I do business with, Duke Industries. And in preparation for my trip, I want to do just a little bit of research on the area and my customer, and I'm going to use the Web Info tab so I don't have to go out to any other program. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select company and search for Duke, and I'm going to pull up the founder, Marion Morrison. Now on the Web Info tab, when we click on that, we have a number of links that we can access to get some information. I'm going to increase the tab size so I can see a little bit more. But on the Weather tab, I can scroll down and I can see what the weather is going to be, so I can plan for that. I can do a Google search if I want and find out that Marion Morrison is actually John Wayne. Some interesting information that we have there. I can pull up maps, get driving directions. I can access the contact's website or the company's website, and all the other information that you see there, giving me the ability to do a little bit of research and stay right here within ACT so I can pull the information that I need. So as we've seen, ACT provides us with many different ways to capture important information about our contacts with notes, history. We can attach documents and even do a little bit of research without ever having to leave ACT.